Hello, Simmers, and welcome back. I am so excited to talk. I just had some like spicy pasta, and so I feel like talking will help the spice go away. Like my nose is running and everything, so if I sound a little weird, maybe that's why. I do have a lot to unload on you guys today, so it might be a little bit sadder than usual. It's nothing really to do with me per se, but it has to do with like my family and stuff. But I just want to let you guys know because I I don't want to like keep it from you guys. But I just learned recently that my mom has cancer, but it's not the worst kind of cancer that you could probably have. It's so she has breast cancer in a sense. They call it like stage 0 or stage 1 cancer because it's non invasive. But she definitely has it. I think they can get it removed. She still needs to get her MRI, but they think that they can get it removed soon. Um, but hopefully she'll be fine after that. I know she has to take medication for a while after it, and it can be a little rough. She gets a lot of, like, a bit tired now, but it's okay. Like I was upset for a day, but then you sit back and you realize like it could be worse, and then you're like, wow, I believe my mom is strong and she could make it through this. But on a happier note, I realized like I have like a ton of backlogged videos because while I've been gone, I've been building, and half of them I didn't record, but half of them I did record, just in case like I didn't want to feel overwhelmed like filming a whole video. But yeah, like I don't know when they're gonna come out, but I have like a bunch of apartment builds and I have a bunch of different things. But as you can see, I'm building here on the Eight Bells lot. It's the bar in the Strangerville world, and I really like how it came out. I kind of was inspired by like the New Orleans look, like how a restaurant or bar would look. And this one was a bar at first, but I did change it into a restaurant eventually just because I liked the flow of it a little better. I came up with like a whole idea in my head of what it would be. And here's my take on what restaurants are in The Sims. Like, I don't know if it's a hot take or something, but I think that restaurants, like if they were base game, the Sims team would use it a lot more. And the only reason they use bars is because they don't have restaurants. Because when you think about it, a lot of like bars, they're also like pubs. So like they sell food on the side. So I saw this more as like a pub. Like the food isn't even that good. Like that would be serving there. It's really just like chips and sandwich. It's like simple stuff you can make at home, but I kind of wanted to do it in The Sims, you know. And I kind of was inspired a little bit by Simlissy. She did a build in Discovery University when it first came out, and I kind of felt the energy, and I kind of used a similar color scheme just because I thought it looked nice. But yeah, that's basically where all this inspiration came from. But I do want to explain, like, as I build stuff, I like really give, like, some people just build to build, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but they build and they make something that's accessible for like all different types of Sims and stuff like that. But when I'm building, I have like a certain character in mind. Like I don't mean to. I try to build with as much as an understanding that it's not going to be for anybody specific. But as I was building this, I was like, man, I really want someone to own this place, like an older lady, and then she has like a few employees that are younger, and they they like it there, but they act like they don't, and they're kind of like a family, and she really opened up a home for them because on the second floor I actually made like little apartment buildings, and I feel like I made one for two girls and then I made one for a guy. And I feel like the two girls like didn't like, one is really excited to be there and she's new, and then the other one really just doesn't like her because she's very like peppy and cheerful and stuff like that. But that's like the kind of vibes I was going for. I will put them in the same town. I made a build after this, like in the same amount of time, or like in the same sitting, and I made like a house for the older lady, and I'm gonna have them live with her, but in reality they live here, cause she allows them to live there for free, cause she doesn't want them out on the streets, and I feel like she's just like that type of lady. But I kind of was going for the old westerny vibe a little bit, like New Orleans mixed with western vibes, because like that's kind of what I see this town as. It's like a standoff, like doo doo doo. That's what I feel. I also I did something new. I put the bathroom by itself. I noticed like at some bars, like they'll have the sink outside of the bathroom. So I did that for this one. A, because I didn't have enough room to put like a full on like half bath. But also because I thought it was really nice. Like, because if someone wants to wash their hands, like they can still, they don't have to be in the bathroom to wash their hands and stuff. But yeah, that's my little take on it. I did use quite a few packs in this, so if you are not like you don't have a lot of packs, then this may not be the build for you. I don't. I just use like a lot in general. Like I even use Realm of Magic for the curtains and stuff. But a lot of packs go really well together. I know some people don't like them together, but I think some of them can work really well in mysterious ways. No, but I don't know if I uploaded any of this to my gallery yet. I do put if you guys were wondering where you can get all these builds from, I do put my gallery name in the description. So if you want to check that out and then download it, you can leave a comment maybe. But also, like, I'm not always like good with uploading my builds to it. I used to be like so on uploading my builds, but now I kind of don't want to upload it. I think I'm gonna start uploading it when I finish, but I'm scared like if I upload it, like you guys are gonna expect the video for the build, and I know you guys aren't like that, but I don't know. I feel like I'm giving myself like a higher expectation. Like you should have this video ready soon if you have this build already up. But I'll try to get them up as soon as I can. I know I forgot what I did last week. I'm gonna be honest, but I'll try to get those builds up too if it's not an apartment. The only thing I don't upload is apartments, and that's just because the gallery's a little weird about that, and I don't like it. So I I don't know. Like I think they're still coming out with a Sims 5, and I'm only bringing this up because, like, I've been working on this save, and I feel like once I finally get it done, it's gonna be like Sims 5 is coming out. But I'm like so close to being done. I'm not like that close, but it's like within reach, and I just kind of want to push it out and see like what happens. One of the worlds I'm not changing at all. I did kind of mention it, but there's a world that is like made all by simmers, and I kind of like it, you know. And at this point, I totally went on a tangent. Like when I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna finally make a restaurant," I went in and did like the lot traits, and then I did the outfits like in the middle of it. So you see, I skipped ahead a little bit, but they're really casual outfits, as you can see on the side. I keep that bar up for so long, and I'm so sorry. Um, I don't know. Like when I build, I can build in the smallest of squares and not even realize that I'm doing it, and that happens like too many times. But yeah, you can see I made like a room for both of the girls, and I feel like one's more like She likes dark clothes. She likes painting nails and stuff like that. She likes the edgy type of bands and stuff. And then the other girl is really like prim. She has. I was gonna put like a bottle of Pellegrino next to her bed, but yeah, she's that type of girl, you know. She's very bubbly, and I feel like it irritates her roommate a lot. I I haven't like made the family yet. Like I started making them and then I had to do something. But I definitely have like two of them done. And yeah, I really like the apartment. I made like this build using the new paranormal stuff pack, and my honest opinion of the pack is that it's pretty good. I love the wallpaper. I don't think a lot of people are appreciating how beautiful this wallpaper is, especially in the pink swatch. I really wanted to use it in this build, and so I did. And as you can see when you get to the guy's apartment, I made it a little more grungier. I feel like he doesn't care as much like where he sleeps and stuff. He's just grateful that he has like a place to stay, and he just needed the essentials. He has like a nice little chess table with chairs I feel like he made himself. But yeah, and I feel like the one girl in the other room that is like all goth and stuff, she is really into school and she's really trying to go places. I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's this show called The Corner Gas. I feel like she's kind of like the clerk from that show, where she's trying to go to school, but you know every now and then like she's not the brightest bulb, I would say, like cuz probably the clerk is probably the smartest person in the show, but even then like she makes her mistakes and stuff like that. But yeah, like basically like that. And I know like that's a weird analogy, but like my mom has been watching a lot of that, especially the animated version, and so obviously I watch it because she had me watching it while I was on vacation for Christmas and stuff like that. Oh, and I don't even think I told you guys. My family moved across the country. Like we originally moved across the country like when I was a teenager. So I went to school here, and then like now I'm in college, and then my family decided to go back home. And like I feel good for them, you know, like it's a good move for them. But it's like they ditched me. But that's my life right now. School kinda is frustrating because you have like a bunch of advisors that are like, yeah, you just need to do this and it's simple, and then like they're like keep making obstacles so you can't do that one thing. Because I'm trying to get my portfolio review for graphic design, and I've been having a lot of trouble lately, and that is due to the fact of one class which I tried to take, um, but they they're like, oh, we can't do that. But now I gotta wait like a whole year to get my portfolio review. So I think I'm gonna be graduating like 2 years after the day I was supposed to graduate. But I'll get there eventually, you know, one day. But yeah, like this is most of the build almost done, and for the most part, I'm like done landscaping. I think this came out really good. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I work hard on these builds, and sometimes they don't always come out the way I want, but I'm just proud that I get it done. I do really like how this came out. I made it look like not perfect, which usually I try to make stuff look pretty exact, but this one like I moved like rugs around, I played with stacking and stuff like that, and I think it really benefited well by what like I did. And I tried to take a screenshot right here, but then realized like I probably should landscape that one part that was glitching out on me. And so that's what I did, and then I fenced it in and made it look pretty nice. But yeah, that's basically the video, and I really do Hope you guys enjoy. I had to put the columns back in, and yeah, basically the whole build in its entirety. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, the amount that I use for screenshots is honestly amazing because I don't even have to get out of build mode. I always link it down below. I think it's like Texie Max or something like that. I forgot the name, but basically I always link it down below. It's the only mod I put in my build, like when I'm building. It's the only one that I use. But yeah, I can use the tab key in build mode and it makes screenshots so much easier. But yeah, I'll link it down below, like I usually do, just in case you wanna take a look yourself. And yeah, I think the pictures came out nice.